into our meeting. We have approval of the agenda. Sorry about that. We have one add-on. We'll put it in under unfinished business. Schreiber Public Library Memorandum of Understanding.
Okay.
Any other add-ons? Hearing none. Any disclosures of interest? No delegations. Minutes of the previous meeting. Resolution 276-21, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that the minutes of the Council and Committee of the Whole meeting held October 12, 2021 be accepted as circulated. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Business arising from the minutes. Resolution 277-21, moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Morrow. The Council accept the change order from RML Contracting in the amount of $2,539.20, excluding applicable taxes for the drainage line for the splash pad cabinet. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried.
Are they done there for the year, by the way?
I think they're coming back, doing something with granular A, and
Oh, yeah.
and they'll be done, and then I believe they're coming to do the poles November 1st. Move the poles and take some out and that stuff, but
Progress.
fingers crossed.
Did we get? That's another matter.
Resolution 278-21, moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor Stefuric. The Council accept the change order from RML Contracting in the amount of $1,720, excluding applicable taxes for the deletion of the soak-away pit. Discussion?
That's a negative. Negative 1,720.
Oh, to the good 1,720. Okay, discussion?
You never see that, don't know what it means. You're in shock.
All those in favor? Carried. Meeting is not. Now it's 278.
Yep.
Resolution 279-21, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor McGrath. The Council accept the change order from RML Contracting in the amount of $8,119.83, excluding applicable taxes, for sign foundation for the downtown branding sign. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. And resolution 280-21, moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Sales. The council accept the fixed price quotation from Superior Propane in the amount of 0.7363 cents per liter, excluding applicable taxes, and annual tank rental of $1,250, excluding applicable taxes, for the supply of propane for the period of December 1st, 2021 to November 30th, 2022. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Okay, we have no accounts for payment, no unfinished business tonight, and no other business.
I'm a little surprised that there's no accounts for payment. Is that not an unusual statement?
Once per month.
So that's been dealt with in other words?
Yep.
Okay.
So we move into the committee of the whole part of the meeting, department reports, and committee board meeting minutes. Community Economic Development Manager report, the A6 Trail project update.
So the 1,900 meters of trail has been built. An additional 200 meters has been hand built to the picnic table lookout. And right now, Dominic is working on grant reporting and closing for the project. So the good news is that the entire trail from start to the picnic table lookout has been completed to the intermediate level. And projects is essentially done. And you know, it's a real shout out again to the Cascal Trails and Matt Brewski for tremendous support in, you know, making this happen with especially with the last challenge of getting this contract completed.
So has that contract been paid out?
There's a final invoice that we're expecting to pay, then it will be officially done.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of positive comments on the trail there now, that a lot of people walking it too, which is good to see, or good to hear, I guess.
Yeah, right on. We,
Someone told me there's another new sign on top of the picnic table lookout that says picnic table lookout.
Yeah.
A new, larger one.
yeah,
You seen that, Ben?
I didn't make it up there. Like Doug and I were out there last. What day was
Well,
it?
this is quite fresh apparently.
Oh yeah.
Matt and Sue put it up there not too long.
Yeah, we went out there last week, and it was after some rain, and the trail was still pretty dry. Like, and all the culverts were working and moving the water. So yeah, they did a wonderful job. So.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, Senior Program Coordinator report.
Okay, so I can speak to that. I guess a lot of this stuff we've been over, but I'll just talk about Facebook. I guess pretty encouraging. We've connected a total of 13,344 times, so those are pretty significant numbers for our senior group. I talked to Kathy the other day, and we're officially, I believe, right now it shows 319 for members, but we have one more, 320 members, which is huge.
Yeah.
The following programs are currently suspended due to COVID-19. And we're back on with the indoor walking program. We're working for approval to get the DON stretch class up and running. Coffee and tea dropping is on. Quilting is on, back on again. Pickleball, I believe, is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday in the evening and Wednesday for beginner. I think it's to help any women's group that want to learn how to play pickleball. Beginners.
You're right, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. And then walking is Tuesday, Thursday, I believe, Nathan?
Correct.
And that's a limit of 12 individuals. And the last one is curling, floor curling, and that's Thursday. So that's started as well. So we're up and running with a lot of our programs, which is good news. That's it for that.
Yeah, we're slowly getting back to. Number 3, building permits and demolition permits report. As you can see there.
Hasn't changed this month.
No questions on that. Number 4, Schreiber Fire Department activity reports. Look at both the reports there, August and September.
It was interesting to note on the August report that it was noted by the Ontario Fire Marshal staff that the first hazardous materials operations and the first firefighter level 1 courses ever run outside of the Gravenhurst facility occurred in Schreiber this summer.
Yeah.
So that's good news for Schreiber.
And they're looking for members.
Yeah.
A lot of open spots.
Jan, just letting you know that he's watching online and
Okay.
can answer any questions that you may have.
Do they actively advertise openings to try to recruit new members?
I think you said November they're recruiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to number 5, the fire chief report. The purchase of some scuba tanks, self-contained breathing apparatus.
There's a recommendation here from the fire chief that council purchase 2 used 4,500 PSI Scott AP50 SCBA from M&L Supply at the cost of $2,200 plus HST and shipping.
And I talked to Marlene today about it, and it's in there, so
Yep.
we're good with it.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. Okay, that's all the reports. Question period. Any questions?
No.
Nothing? So we'll move right into the communications.
So number 1, that's what I was talking about earlier, the roller report on page 5. And those are the documents I was referring to, broadband resource guides, if we could have access. I don't know how you would get them, Nathan, but might be something to look at.
I'll look into it and try and find them.
All right.
Yeah. Well, looks like there are number 2 there, Vanoma. Looks like annual conference and AGM is gonna be at Fort Francis, April 27th to 29th.
Right.
We'll see how everything is
Yeah.
by then, but that's what the plan is.
Number 3 here, do we support this? Yeah, right?
Number
Yeah. They're requesting for a letter of support for the Waterfront Regeneration Trust. I mean, from what I can see, it looks like their mandate is really to revitalize. It's quite a large mandate. The entire kind of Great Lakes. Well, over here they want to do the whole waterfront from Lake Superior. So they have a water trail along by the lake, and they also want to look at putting bike paths in through all the waterfront communities. They've been identified like the pathway coming down to Schreiber Beach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense as far as I see to support this organization.
So they're looking for some money as well? Is that when they're right in there, $500?
That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, that's something that looks like they're going to be developing in the future. They're saying community partners will be asked for a small annual contribution of $500, which is typically used to leverage opportunities for senior government investment and grant opportunities. This is a modest annual contribution that would be used to support the following critical activities. And that's just part of, they've listed all those activities down there as part of what they do.
So somewhere down the line, they'll be asking for that?
I imagine so.
Yeah, it sounds,
Yeah.
sounds like something we could consider.
Right now, all they want is a letter of support.
Yeah.
They've provided a template for.
I think we can do that.
Right.
Hearing nothing else in communications, move on to unfinished business and the add-on of the Schreiber Public Library.
Yeah, I asked Nathan to add this, just looking, because I was looking for the update on behalf of the board on where we stood on our service agreement with the library, because it expired last year, I believe,
2017.
4 years ago, I believe. And so, yeah, was wondering where we were at, and then you could read. I'm sure Nathan will fill you guys in on.
Yeah. In terms of, I think there's no doubt we need a new MOU. Again, even the old one is pretty outdated. And again, we're talking again. It looks like most communities go with an MOU versus a actual agreement. And once we determine the terms of an MOU, part of what makes this really straightforward is actually just based on our conversations this morning. Dave, Terrace Bay had recently passed theirs on October 4th, so we have a good draft to see what's happening in Terrace Bay, and of course at the staff level we want to know what's going to be right for us. So we're doing a management meeting on Monday to just review the library board's proposal for the current agreement. And part of it again is to look at again what the library board really wants, what administration here wants to put in, and come to again common understanding. So we're hoping to get this forward, at least a recommendation forward for our next council meeting. That should be on November 9th. If that's an appropriate timeline.
Sounds good.
Good. So, other business, our Roma 2022 annual conference and general meeting. Again, it's virtual. '24th, 25th of January.
So it's $400. Remember?
Member being, like we talked about earlier, just,
Registered.
That's if we do it this week.
Yeah,
If we don't get it done this week, then it goes to $450.
well,
So we get typically 3 memberships. Myself, mayor, a councillor.
and then we'll figure out the,
Delegation.
delegations.
Yep.
Can figure out the delegations by,
Next meeting.
November 15th.
Yep.
pardon?
Is it November 15th,
Yeah.
the cutoff?
So we'd have to decide next.
Yeah.
By next meeting, so.
Yeah, so something to think about.
So far, Oxford Power has requested a delegation with us again to try to bring
Yeah.
the project forward to the Energy Board.
Yeah, I think you gotta keep bringing that message to that opportunity, yep. Is he, have you received an update from Bill, or?
Yep.
Going
Usually
on,
gives me
yeah.
frequent updates.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask, Dave Spot if they want to sit in on that, Peter. He's very interested in that. And then, yeah, we'll get other delegations we'll think about other delegations for the November 9th meeting for sure.
Who are we registering for?
So who we me, Nathan, and, well,
I'll be
Doug
at
can,
work.
Dave
Do you
can.
have to do 3, or how does that work?
It's
No.
virtual, right? So ultimately, we're doing 3 just to support.
Okay, yeah, so anybody can go, we just, not everybody can attend the delegation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's, yeah, I'd like to go, I like the one,
Well, like, I mean,
It's interesting. Anybody.
anybody can come
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's worthwhile to drop in.
any or all of us.
Hey,
I mean, we all could.
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah,
we register 3, 5 of us could come.
but the delegations, you can't.
But,
Delegations you have to access only with
Yeah.
registered members, so.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all that we have under other business. And believe it or not, folks, that's the meeting. So, Resolution 281-21. Moved by Councilor McGrath, seconded by Councilor Stafuric, that the meeting now adjourn at 7:25. All those in favor?